Okay, it is 5:01 PM on Tuesday, May 14th, 2024. We'll call the Board of Works and Safety meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Weigel, absent. Smith?
Here.
Daniel?
Here. In front of you are the minutes from our last meeting on April 23rd. Any changes or corrections? I'll make a motion we approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Motion seconded. Further discussion? All those in favor show the usual sign. It is unanimous of those present. Okay, next up is encouragement agreement for 837 East Hawthorne Lane. Anybody here for that? Yes?
Yep.
Come on up. Please. Do you have a color photo of this?
No,
Like
it
the-
came through black.
Black and white, okay.
Can't really see it.
I mean, it's sort of greenish, but, hi there.
Hello.
The, name and address, please, and maybe who you're representing.
My name is Matt McCarty. I'm with Backyard Builders. We're here for Tommy and Kylie Baldwin at 837 Hawthorne Lane.
Okay, and what are you wanting to do on the property?
We want to build a privacy fence, and the back of the property where they have a swing set calls for a 10-foot utility easement. So to put it within 10 feet of the property line, they have to move their swing set. So we want to move it on the other side of the swing set.
Okay, to go into the actual easement
Yeah.
itself? Okay. Do we know of any utility issues in that easement?
I'm sorry, I'm checking right now.
Okay. Have you called in for locates or anything like that yet? Yeah, you have?
Were they-
Any issues back there that any flags that I need to know about?
There were some back there, but we have to stay 2 feet off anyway, so they're right on the property line.
Okay,
Yeah,
Utilities?
no, you're good.
okay.
You totally was.
Okay, so what we typically say is if we approve, we always tell the resident or their designee that if for some reason we do have to get back there for
Right.
utilities, we will first of all notify if we have time. If it's an emergency, we will gently remove, and it is up to them to replace at their cost.
Okay.
So just be candid, okay? Any questions from the department heads?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, and I'll second the motion. Further discussion? All those in favor show the usual sign. It's unanimous at this present.
All right.
Next up for
Thank
them
you.
is to do what, Rosie?
Well, I'll get this back to the planning tomorrow,
Okay.
and then you just go back over there and
Get our-
finish the process.
Okay. So tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
Yep, thank you. Okay, next up is an encouragement agreement for 348 North Chauncey Street. Come on up, Paul. Name and address, please.
Paul Ulrich, address is 348 North Chauncey Street.
Very good. Hey, can you turn the microphone on? Thank you, sir. And looks like you're wanting to put a, what, porch on?
Front porch, yeah.
Front porch, okay. And just was looking at kind of where you're looking to put it there. So you're just kind of going off into, or up into the Chauncey Street easement a little bit.
Correct.
Basically what it is, so. Any issues with utilities? Nothing? Nothing? Okay. Anything, any questions you have? Okay. I will make a motion that we approve the encroachment agreement for 348 North Chauncey Street as presented.
I will second.
Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous of those present. Same thing, again, it'll be a little harder with the deck, but again, I don't think we're gonna have to get in there, obviously, because there's no utilities, so you should be in good shape. Okay, so next up, the same thing, tomorrow afternoon or later, you'll go back to the planning department and over to the county, and then they can finish up with you.
Okay.
I do have one.
Yes, Mike?
If your water line goes into the house underneath that new porch,
It does.
I would ask you to get a hold of a plumber and have that replaced. It's probably lead.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And do it now before you put the porch on.
And the reason behind that is we're now being mandated over the next couple of years to replace all lead lines, actually even up to the house. So in order to not have it ripped up after you have a deck on there, it may behoove you to do that ahead of time because it's a federal mandate that's coming down for us. So I'm glad you thought about that, Mike. That'll
That
probably
was just something I just thought about, it'd be easier to do it now than later.
Okay,
Okay?
for sure.
And that's usually, do you think that's from the meter to the house?
I'm sure
Into the
it's
house.
from
Because of Johnson
the main
Street.
to
Yeah.
the meter and all that, but if he takes care of that now,
Yep.
we'll go up and take care of the other part
The
too.
other part, so.
Is there any way to upgrade the diameter on that?
Huh?
Is there any way to upgrade the diameter on those?
You can go to an inch line, we can put an inch line, okay?
Yeah.
We can tap an inch line.
Okay, sure.
Mike, is your card there? Is your card in front of you in that? That may be helpful for Paul if he has questions. There you go.
Use the cell phone.
He doesn't answer at desk, he uses the cell phone.
All right.
Any other questions for us?
No, that's it, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, appreciate you being here. Okay, next up is the street closing request for the Memorial Day Parade. This is the annual Memorial Day Parade. I think it's the same route, same everything, that's normal. Any questions about that? I'll make a motion, we approve the Memorial Day Parade street closing request as presented.
I'll second.
Motion seconded, further discussion.
Do you know if they were having that run or whatever?
The Memorial Day, the Memorial Day
Yeah,
mile.
usually they get some for that, but I haven't got anything yet, but just.
I thought we already got that.
You did? I don't think.
I think we did.
Maybe you did. Did we?
I think we did.
I think it went
Okay,
through.
maybe we did.
Okay, well, if you
Go-
don't have it on file.
Go straight down Van Buren to the YMCA.
Right,
That's what they're
right.
doing.
So,
Okay.
if you don't have it on file, let me know and I'll
I'll
get a hold of
check.
Joanne. Okay. All those in favor, should be the usual sign. It's unanimous of those present. Next up, we have multiple pay requests. First one is for Shangle Construction. Chip.
This is for the Eagle Park to buy the swing supplies and put a down payment on the swing.
Gotcha.
So that's what this is.
And that's for
$77.
$77,965.55?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions on that? Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve the pay application. Let's see here. I'm looking, project number, it's for Eagle Park, in the amount of $77,965.55.
I'll second.
Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor should be the usual sign, it's unanimous of those present. Next up is Westgate, also Chip.
This is for Pulver for $149,835.66 for pipe, structures, what they've done so far. So it's been approved by our inspector and Mike approved it and we are good to go.
Okay, I'll make a motion, we approve the pay application for the Westgate project in the amount of $129,835.66 as presented.
Second.
Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign, it is unanimous of those present. Next up is Wake Contracting, Mike.
This is for our restroom remodeling project. This is our second draw on that project. It'd be my recommendation that you pay this one for $15,806.50.
Okay, questions on that, Lisa? Make a motion, we approve the pay request for Wake Contracting in the amount of $15,806.50 as presented.
I will second.
Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor show by the usual sign. It is unanimous of those present. We will go to bills as I'm frantically scrolling to get to the right page. There we go. Lisa.
All right, I make a motion to pay all accounts payable in the amount of $757,058.60 from the allowance of accounts payable vouchers dated May 14th, 2024 for checks.
I'll second. Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor should be the usual sign. It is unanimous of those present.
I make a motion to pay all accounts payable in the amount of $599,780.92 from the allowances of accounts payable vouchers dated May 14th, 2024 for EFT payments.
I'll second. Motion seconded, further discussion. All those in favor should be the usual sign. It is unanimous of those present.
I make a motion to pay all accounts payable except overtime in the amount of $274,891.98 plus overtime in the amount of $8,037 for a total of $282,929.06 for the pay file ending 4/19/2024.
Just for clarity's sake, overtime only has 8 cents included on it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you see that?
Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll second the motion with the addition. Further discussion? Those in favor should be the usual sign. It is unanimous of those present.
I make a motion to pay all accounts payable in the amount of $1,670 from allowance of accounts payable vouchers dated 5/3/2024 for HSA payments.
I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion. All those in favor, show by the usual sign. It's unanimous of those present.
I make a motion to pay all accounts payable except overtime in the amount of $277,179.81, plus overtime in the amount of $8,805.15, for a total of $285,984.96 for the pay file ending 5/3/2024.
And I'll second that. Motion seconded. Further discussion. All those in favor, show by the usual sign. It is unanimous of those present.
And then finally, I'll make a motion to pay all accounts payable in the amount of $2,366.23 from the allowance of accounts payable vouchers dated April 25th for meter deposits and credits. It wasn't on there.
It
Sorry.
got delivered afterwards.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. That's, serves me right for coming in 5 minutes before the meeting starts. I'll second. Motion seconded. Further discussion. All in favor, show by the usual sign. It is unanimous of those present. Thank you. Department reports. Chip.
Eagle Park, I think with the city's portion of Eagle Park, I feel like we're probably about 95% complete. TNE, they are, construction is a sub of Schenkel. They're currently working on the pickleball courts and some of the sidewalk. Everything is staked out right now for the sidewalk skate park, so things are coming along. Westgate is moving slowly. The weather has not been on our side on either project, Eagle Park or Westgate. 100 South Sewer, we are waiting a punch list. They are 98% done. They still have to put in a generator, so we'll have that wrapped up. The Bluffs of Cider Mill, that is Connie Dye's property, have submitted plans to the county and to myself for utility and tech review. So we are currently going over those, so that is moving forward. The Marshall Building kitchen, AKA the test kitchen, had an open house today at 12 and then one at 6 tonight. So we are gauging interest from that, and other than that, I have nothing.
Questions of Chip?
Just a comment.
Comment.
On the Connie Dye property, effective Saturday, that will officially be taken over by the city.
Okay, so that's the 30-day.
And I've given it to all the different departments, so,
Okay,
Thank you, Rosie.
yeah.
thank you. Thank you, Matt.
Pool is full and circulating. However, we're still trying to balance out the surge tank and the pool. The pool is not able to get enough water in it. The surge tank is full, however, so we're trying to figure that out, why it's not balancing out. And we will have the bricks down on Patriotic Park by the first week of June. Other than that, it's just day to day.
Okay, questions on that? Thank you, Mike.
We've been working several drainage issues. Got a few more to do. And then we've got several new services coming up.
Okay, questions, Mike? Thank you, GP.
I'm glad these guys have short ones, because I got a lot. Yeah, that's right. Informal interviews, we had with 3 candidates for 3 spots. We're down to 2 candidates now for 3 positions, so I'll ask the Board of Works for permission to open up another process, probably sometime in June. Jenny Middleton and Reese Perry helped us with those informal interviews, so I appreciate their help on that. I had the Chiefs interviews on Monday with the 2 candidates, and I need to set up Board of Works interviews, so we can get that sometime soon. I'll get with Ashley,
Please do.
get that. get
Sooner
this,
the better.
We had successful training down at the Spillman Summit in Texas. That was really good for Matt and Gina. It was a lot of techie stuff this time instead of leadership stuff that I like to go to, but there's a lot more techie stuff. Officer Young is in his 3rd week at the academy. Officer Hirschberger has been signed up to go in August to the academy, so once Young gets out, Hirschberger will go in. Had some positive partnerships with all 3 high schools in the county. The officers going and doing some teaching at classes and addressing various issues. First Friday in Farmers Market went great with the election. Rode at the same time.
Yep.
Had several comments from all the entities of their appreciation and gratitude how well it went, so
Good.
no issues there. Officer Crabtree and Officer DeBus taught a DRE class to the prosecutor's office, which went well, and the prosecutor's office was appreciative of that. That was some of the training they went to when they had to go down to Miami. Radar search went well this week, no issues with any of our radars, so that was great news. Dispatch, they're working on their response plans, and they're moving along. A couple dispatchers attended several trainings the last couple weeks. With the storm last week, we had very little issues, had some power outages that we had to work through. Went pretty good, and doing software updates on radios and consoles in Texie this week, or this past week.
Question, GB? Thank you. Terry?
Well, the fiber network is totally up and fixed, thanks to the electric department being able to start splicing and putting ends on the fiber, so that worked really well. Along with that, we purchased an OTDR, which is a device that sends light down fiber, so we can find these breaks, and we don't have to hire a company to come in and do it and get fixed a lot quicker. They finished Monday replacing the fiber at the Northwest substation, so along with that, we're hoping that real soon in the next week, we'll probably be able to get the water booster station up on the fiber network also. Dreamland, Any Kids Dreamland, public Wi-Fi is operational as of yesterday. So that's working. It works over to the basketball court at DeVoe Foothill, but it doesn't go down
Didn't go down the hill.
the We're moving public Wi-Fi to our new line next Monday. We'll be moving over to our surf 1 gig line that we got.
Great.
And that's all I got.
Question, Terry? Thank you, Mike.
Our restroom project's about 50% complete. I expect the tile should be all installed by the end of the week. Just waiting for the installation of our sludge flow meter. All the equipment, firefighters have been switched from winter oil to the summer oil that we run. And taking quotes on to replace the pump base at 600 east. Last year we purchased a pump for that station. That one to go bad or is going bad. And it's specially made just for that station, so it's not an off-the-shelf product. So once we get that delivered, and now we gotta have the new base because the new pump won't sit on the old base. So we got a new base and I have to have that installed. And I know my newer employees went to Ivy Tech today and set for his state exam, and his preliminary is he passed his class 2
Good, congratulations.
with an 88%, so we'll wait till we get the final paperwork and then we bring that to City Hall for an increase, so yeah, you're doing really well.
That's great, congratulations. Questions of Mike? Didn't even know he was gonna talk about Ivy Tech. I'm wearing Ivy Tech green today.
I know.
Couple of department head reports of individuals that aren't here. Sean said that the poles were changed on Bear Road. They're done with that. They're just completing some punch list items. Morsh's Road, they buried conduit and pulled in primary last week. I think last week or the week before, from 109 up to the junction box, and they're working on terminating wire there. They've been doing some, apparently their stump grinder had a catastrophic blow up or something
I know, and
at some point.
yes, we had a major failure in it. And so right now, I believe Sean is looking at We got a price for $7,900 for a new one, and I don't know if that is priced with trade-in or not, so as soon as he's on bereavement, so as soon as he gets back, we're gonna have a talk, because we've got, I think, like 26 stumps left to grind,
Oh,
and
gotcha.
everybody's concerned, so,
I gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
He also mentioned the fiber ring thing, and I think that's a really positive thing, the ability for us not to have to wait for a company to come in. And I think, if I remember right, Sean said, I think like 4 or 5 times of us doing it pays for the machine based on what we were paying for to go out, so
Plus, if we have a catastrophic break, we can get it fixed a lot faster.
a lot faster, absolutely. Apparently, they are evaluating kind of their needs with the empty position of the individual who's leading the department. And he is anticipating that they'll be talking a little bit here, he'll be talking a little bit here with us at some point about the bucket truck and what their kind of plans are in that regard, so. So that was that. Let's see, Kelly's report, their concrete crew finished up at Spencer and Chauncey Street, that whole area. There is a little bit more left to pour of, I think one of the ramps, I think if I remember correctly, or something like that, but they're scheduling the seed and straw that'll go along behind it there. They did do some alley grading last week, so that's pretty much it. I don't have a report for Tom. He's been out, and then he was back in for 2 days, and then he's out again, so he's burning his time, so. Let's see, trying to think what else I need to let you know. I will be out of the office Friday afternoon, all Monday, all Tuesday, and basically most of Wednesday, a combination of both the conference that I'll be at, as well as we have youth council on Wednesday all day long. So we are entering into a very busy season for me. Just so you're aware, between having budget meetings with all these people, as well as midterm evals are going to be coming up, evaluations and things like that. So we just have a lot going on at the moment, but I think, we continue to have some really positive things that are occurring overall in the community. Tomorrow specifically, I will be going to a mayor's panel for the economic development course at Ball State. So I'll be telling them all the woes of being a mayor, but also the good things you can get done and all that kind of good stuff. So I don't think there's anything else. Gary Bird wanted me to mention that I think he means May 20th from 8 a.m. Or at 8 a.m. City and County Veterans Cemetery flags are going to be placed. So information for our mowers as well, as that looks like 20th is going to be when they place flags, American flags. So I think that's all I have at the moment. You see anything? So we have no press and no audience, so we will. Oh, Rosie has something. I'm sorry, I didn't go this way. I'm sorry, Rosie.
I have nothing to report.
Oh, Marcia, okay, now Rosie.
I did receive
Okay.
an email from Craig Wagner today, that Gene Childers was in last week and had obtained his demolition permit for the gray block building at 401 South Main, and so he's not gonna be advertising for bids, and he's gonna be monitoring the site, and we'll keep in contact with Gene and keep the board posted of progress.
Okay.
And
By the way, on that note, Gary has a picture of the block building and it's coming down. One way or another, it's coming down. So,
he's in the process.
Oh my.
well,
I think it's.
somehow it's coming down, so, so go ahead.
The only other thing was, I received notice that Turf has the application for the new firefighters,
Yes.
so I should have a response this week if it's ready.
Good, excellent, excellent. Cool. Marcia, you sure you don't have anything to add?
I'm positive I got nothing.
Okay, then we will call the meeting adjourned, thank you.
Why did we get by that?
So we're gonna just